Adam Sandler. He's back. Happy Gilmore 2 drops Friday, July 25th. Right? That first movie, that was one of few movies that I can actually say I enjoyed at the time. Okay. It became a cult comedy, as you see in the title. Now we're 29 years later, as that movie was released in 96. And you also see in the title there, Adam Sandler is swinging again. And this is the Associated Press. Let me make that clear. That's the article that I'm showing here. But this decode and these connections are coming from me, as I just use this article basically for the information to decode. And not even so much the article, it's just I get the title, I know what it's about, and then I can just kind of do some, a bit of research. So I'm just going to read now off of Wikipedia. If you were to ask what Happy Gilmore is about, for those of you who don't know. So Happy Gilmore is a character played by Adam Sandler. It says all Happy Gilmore has ever wanted is to be a professional hockey player, but he soon discovers he may actually have a talent for playing an entirely different sport, golf. And they mention his grandmother, whose name is Frances. That is interesting, because we just had Connie Francis die. Not a lot of y'all may be familiar with her. She had that song, Pretty Little Baby. I guess it's like a thing on TikTok now, but it's a song from back in the day. Anyways, his grandmother Frances Bay, we did have Jorge Mario Bergoglio, Pope Francis, pass as well not long ago. But anyways, when his grandmother Frances Bay learns she is about to lose her home, Happy joins a golf tournament to try and win enough money to buy it for her. With his powerful driving skills and foul-mouthed attitude, Happy becomes an unlikely golf hero, much to the chagrin of the well-mannered golf professionals, right? And again, now we have Happy Gilmore 2. As I speak, it is July 24th, so set to release tomorrow. So I thought it would be nice to look at this movie, and it's like, let's get a breakdown in on it. Let's play this.
Why was it time to revisit Happy?
I don't even know, Tyrone. It just kind of, we talked about it many times over the years, and we were like, nah, why would we do that? And then the last couple of years, we were just talking about being older and what life's like when you're a little older and how you're a little slower and you think differently. And then we just talked about where Happy would be in life right now. And we started jamming and coming up with some funny ideas if he was kind of down on his luck rather than enjoying his life.
Why was it time to revisit
the cameos in this movie?
Yes.
I'm watching the movie and I'm like, it's who's who? Bad Bunny.
Yes.
I see my guy Travis Kelce pop up.
Yes.
It's great to see you back, Mr. Gilmore.
And you had every professional golfer,
Yes.
the best golfers in the world,
Yes.
all in it. How did you convince everybody to say yes?
I don't know how it happened. We wrote them stuff. Everybody was kind enough to come. Everybody in it did a great job. Every day someone cool would show up and we'd hang out.
What the hell is happening?
The thing that blew my mind, I'm watching it, it's a family affair for you. Your wife's in it.
Yes.
Your daughters, Sadie and Sonny.
Yes.
They both were awesome and excellent in the movie. So what do they think of the original Happy Gilmore?
Oh, that's funny, man. All my, they like Happy Gilmore. I would come home while the kids were growing up and see them sitting on a couch and with their friends, and one of my movies would be on, and I hear my voice, and I'd be like, uh-oh, what's the response going to be? And 99% of the time, they did the right thing. And on occasion...
He said 99% of the time they did the right thing. That's his birthday, the 9th month and the 9th day, which will hit in this breakdown.
They would stare at me like, how did you do this? And I'd be like, hey, that was a long time ago.
He said 99% of the time they do the right thing.
The cameos.
And his birthday is 9/9. Now look at this video. This is off of the Associated Press article. I guess this interview. I'm going to try to play it. Notice that this little interview right here, Happy Gilmore 2, look how it's a minute 47 seconds long, 147, when in the language Happy Gilmore 2 equals 147. Look at that right there. Let's try to play that now. Might as well, right? So let's go over here. And you see right there a minute 47, and Happy Gilmore 2 equals a minute 47.
My name is Happy Gilmore. 30 years ago, I decided to give golf a try.
But even when you're at the top of your game, you can always shank one.
In the last couple of years, we've been talking about Happy. We've been talking about it might be funny that he's kind of like down and out and didn't have a life of like being on top and getting to, you know, live that legendary life that he was a legend, and then life hit him hard and he was back to struggling. And so we were like, well, that could be fun to write something like that. And it kind of connected to our lives and this age and wanting to make a full-on comedy. You know, we were outlining the story together. And then I remember we were just like, we should watch the first one again, man. Because we're going off of our memory of so many things and hanging out with Carl Weathers and Bob Barker and all that stuff. And then we watched it and we were like, oh, wow, yeah. It was a tone that we were like, oh, yeah, that's kind of the tone, man. But
R.I.P. to Carl Weathers. So maybe we'll come back and revisit this. But I feel it's time we can move forward. So again, that video clip there, this interview is a minute 47. Happy Gilmore's got the 147 right there. And that is even with the 2, as this is Happy Gilmore 2. Now this movie, it's a 1 month, 16-day span from the release to his 9/9 birthday. 1 month, 16 days. Sandler equates to 116. Remember, he said his family would be watching some of his movies. And what did he said in that clip? 99% of the time, there was like a positive response, I think is what he was referring to. And then 99 is his birthday as well. Now, notice the 1s and the 6s. Remember, a 1 month, 16-day span from this new release to his birthday. Sandler equals 116. The original Happy Gilmore was released on the 16th of February back in 96. And that was a 161-day span from his birthday to that release. That's his middle name, Richard. Richard equals 61. So you get 161, 61, 16, 116, and 116. And I will show you here coming up, you'll see his full name. I also just had Rich Hill that was trending with Venus Williams. I just did that breakdown. They're both 45 years old, and they mentioned how they're older characters. One was like the oldest player to start a game in baseball, which I guess was 45, which was Rich Hill. And Venus Williams. Did I say Venus? Yeah, Venus Williams was like the oldest player since Martina Navratilova to win a singles match, I think is what it said. And now you get Adam Sandler, Happy Gilmore 2, and didn't he mention something about him getting old and struggling again later in life, something like that? So that's kind of interesting. But you got Richard here with his middle name, and then Rich Hill was just trending. Venus Williams' dad, Richard Williams, as well, that I mentioned in that decode. Even Happy Gilmore matches up with Sandler in the language 73 and 73. Shout out to the bots out there. I mean, do you have any comments for me? Like, the bots don't understand this code. The bots aren't up on this. The bots struggle. The bots get in their feelings in the comments. Go look at the dog, the bounty hunter. Hey, we've all been accepted at one point or not accepted into this community. You're just going to have to tough it out, bots. You're not caught up with this code yet. So you're programmed to hate in the comments. That's okay. I understand. It's obvious that this is awesome when you see Sandler even connect with Happy Gilmore with that 73 right there. Even Golfer's got 99 in the reverse cipher. Again, that's Adam Sandler's birthday, 9/9, September 9. Flip the 99, you get 66. He's even born in 66, y'all. It's amazing that he's got this love for hockey, but he ends up playing golf. He had the Boston Bruins jersey. That's cool, because this new release on the 25th of July, there's a hockey player I remember growing up, Doug Gilmore, like Happy Gilmore, but you can see the spelling is different. He is also born on the 25th of his month, and that's the 25th of June. Notice how Adam Sandler equates to 205, like 25 in the reverse cipher. You could also say we are in the year 2025. So I think that that's really cool as well. You see the different spelling, but it's Gilmore to sync up with Gilmore, Happy Gilmore, with those 25s, right? Here he is. It looks like he appears to be rocking the mullet right there, as he was on a few different teams. But that is Doug Gilmore right there. Now, they tell us in the article that Kyle McDonough was a friend to Adam Sandler, and then, went on to play professional hockey. Isn't that strange? Look at Kyle McDonough, like McDonald's, like Donald Trump. Remember, he was trending with McDonald's, obviously, right? McDonald's. They had the character serving fries. Don't even know if it was really him, but they're portraying it as him. They showed him at the fry station. He was working the fry station, I believe. McDonough Kyle, friends with Adam Sandler. Look at dude's birthday, February 20, 2/20. Donald John Trump equals 220 in that reverse cipher. It looks like I have the ordinal in there with 185 as well. But reverse with the alphabet, 220 with Donald John Trump. Simply the alphabet reversed, where Z would be 1, A would be 26. It's obviously a code. Even McDonough's got that 16. Is that 16 on the jersey right there? Remember, we had all the 16s here and that 61. Even that, oh, did I mention that 161 day span from Sandler's birthday to the original release of Happy Gilmore on the 16th? But yeah, you get that 16 and the 61 when you look at 161 right there. And it appears Kyle McDonough has that 16. If it is an 18 and not a 16, as it's kind of hard to tell there, that would also hit upcoming. And look at this connection, man. Even Christopher McDonald was in the original Happy Gilmore. Okay? He played Shooter McGavin. McDonald, like McDonald's. You see the first name Christopher, like Christ or like Christ. That's Donald Trump's dad's middle name. Check that out right there. So you get all of this stuff encoded in this story. Isn't that amazing? Christopher McDonald, Frederick Christ or Christ Trump, however you say it. You get the McDonald's connection with Donald John Trump. You get the 220 like Kyle McDonough's birthday, McDon, like McDonald's. And I thought I guess I don't have this little snippet in here, but let's go over here and scroll down. And you see it right here. Why don't you bring a friend? His dad told him. So Sandler took his buddy, Kyle McDonough, a star hockey player who later turned professional. Let me go ahead and read what it said before that. Happy Gilmore was born on the range. When Adam Sandler was a kid growing up in New Hampshire, his father was an avid golfer. He'd often take his son along to hit balls at the driving range, but Sandler was uninterested in the sport, usually got antsy. And you see that? Why don't you bring a friend, Kyle McDonough, a star hockey player who later turned professional? Isn't that awesome? And then he's got that 220. So you got all this McDonald's stuff. And we're not done. Look at that. Fred Trump died on Doug Gilmore's birthday. Oh, it's magic. You see that? Doug Gilmore, an actual former NHL hockey player. Fred Trump dies on his birthday, and you get Doug Gilmore, like Happy Gilmore, just spelt differently. Isn't that wild? So this is my decoding style, where it's not just about decoding the story. As a matter of fact, like, I don't even really care about what the whole story is. You could just see right through this. Maybe it's a gift. I don't know. This should be simple. What I'm saying right now is, I think, presented very easily. As, that's kind of my goal here. Look at that. you can say it's a coincidence, but I don't think that there's going to be this many coincidences. Christopher McDonald, even McDon, McDonough, Kyle, all of this stuff mentioned. Doug Gilmore with the same birthday. Obviously, Donald Trump completely trending. Trump also equals 25. So, and there's another 25 again with the Fred Trump. Remember Adam Sandler, 205, like 25. We're in the year 25. Happy Gilmore 2 released on the 25th. You know, this Friday, from as I speak right now, that's tomorrow. I hope the mic's good. Because I've said it before, you can't recapture this energy. AI, YouTube, this information came from me. Are you going to wait till I'm no longer around and then have some YouTube short with some creepy TikTok music in the background saying, "Did you know, blah, 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 blah. It's a fake world and I'm telling you right now." I'll take that credit. Even Happy Meal. We all grew up being programmed to want the Happy Meal at McDonald's. Happy Meal, like Happy Gilmore. Notice, was it an alligator or a crocodile that bit the hand of this character here? Was that actually Carl Weathers? R.I.P. Doesn't that remind you of something? Missing fingers or whatever? Look at that. You see that right there? Look at the poster. Doesn't that remind you of 4 Extra blowing his hand off? Fireworks explosion, 4th of July? Isn't that amazing? It was even a 47-day span from Adam Sandler's birthday to the release of the original Happy Gilmore, February 16, a 47-day span. Trump even equals 47, and he's the 47th president to go along with the 45th. That 45, that actually connects with that Venus Williams Rich Hill breakdown I did. 45, 45, age 45 on both of them. Even Roy Black just died, the defense attorney. He was born in 45 as well. Look at that. So you see all of this stuff with the language and these patterns, they all hit, and they hit big. Look at that, man. Do you like the Happy Meal, Happy Gilmore connection? Doug Gilmore, Fred Trump, Donald Trump and McDonald's, Kyle McDonough. Wow. Look at that. 4 Extra. 4 Extra, he was on Adam 22. 220 like 22. See that? And we could go deeper there, but I told you it could have been a 18 instead of a 16 on the Kyle McDonough jersey. Look at how Gilmore's got that 18 on this poster here. Adam Sandler, Happy Gilmore 2. Look at the 18 on the jersey. His birthday, 9/9, September 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. Happy Gilmore, the original, released 2/16 back in 96. 2 plus 16 is 18. His full name, Adam Richard Sandler, 81, which is 18 reversed. Happy Gilmore 2 equals 181. It's magic. Do you like that? Do you like the thumbnail? There's that 47-day span. Oh, excuse me. I said the original release. I take that back. Happy Gilmore 2 to the Adam Sandler birthday is a 47-day span. So scratch what I said earlier. Look at that right there, man. 47-day span. You also get that 25 date numerology on Adam Sandler's upcoming birthday. Even the 16s and 61s land with Donald Trump. Capitol Riot 1/6, Eric Trump's birthday 1/6, JD Vance's wife, Usha Vance, however it's pronounced, her birthday is also 1/6. You know, Adam Sandler's upcoming birthday leaves 113 days. He even had 113 date numerology the birthday before the original Happy Gilmore release. Politics equals 113. Even Richard has that 47, the middle name for Adam Sandler. And you may see other... That was amazing, huh? Golfer 99, like the 99 birthday. You know, Golf has 68, which also connects to Trump. Look at how Golf has 22. Remember I mentioned Adam 22 and 4 extra with the hand incident. Donald John Trump 220, Kyle McDonough birthday 220 like 22. Awesome. And you may see some other... Look at Happy Gilmore 145 in the ABC 123 cipher. So that's easy and understandable, right? ABC 123, 26 letters in the alphabet. 145, Trump's birthday is 146, the next number. You can see Happy Gilmore 2 has 147, obviously, with that 2. And remember the video clip that I showed you was 1:47. I don't think we finished watching it, but we could probably go finish watching it now. There was about 40 seconds left. Let's go over here. What do you think?
We don't have the exact tone. We have a little bit more reality in this one of being a parent and stuff like that. But we try to keep the jokes as goofy as the first one.
Check out the name tag, grandson. You're in my world now.
I got you a little something there, Pop. Everyone was talking about. Come back here. Happy Gilmore.
So that's pretty cool, isn't it? And you see that 147 down there. So yeah, they basically just go over the movie. When was Carl Weathers' death date? Carl Weathers' death date. Look at that, 2-2. There's that 2-2. Remember Boston Bruins with Adam Sandler? He played Chubbs Peterson in Happy Gilmore. Look, Colonel Al Dillon in Predator. Dillon like Don. There's a lot going on here, y'all. But look, man, he died 2-2. Remember, golf equals 22. Boston Bruins, BB, B the second letter, BB 22. You saw Sandler with the Boston Bruins jersey. Isn't that amazing? The McDonough birthday, 220 like 22. Donald John Trump, 220 like 22. He's even born in 48. Donald Trump equals 48. That's completely wild, man. So it's like how deep you want to go. There's a lot of stuff that connects here. Was it a crocodile or an alligator? I can't remember. That took the it kind of mauled his hand. I don't know. I can't remember if he was missing a thumb or whatever, but it kind of like mauled his hand or whatever. Good stuff. Even Carl Weathers, makes me think of Carl's Jr. even. So what about that? What about that McDonald's connection, right? What about that? What about that McDonald's connection? Oh, how Carl Weathers lost his hand. Oh, it was a fake hand, right? Bitten off by an alligator. Chubbs, a pro golfer forced to retire after his hand is bitten off by an alligator, having to use a wooden hand. That's right. I forgot about that. So that's a cool, very cool breakdown. And I'm glad you could witness it, you know. So I want to know what you think. Did I make it easy enough? I think so. So, we have the Happy Gilmore 2 release, and they're saying I think they said it's debuting on Netflix. Is there a such thing as theaters anymore? Like, where can I watch Happy Gilmore 2? Netflix, starting Friday, July 25th. The film will be available to stream exclusively on Netflix. Even Netflix kind of makes you think of like a hockey net, right? Netflix equals Adam Sandler's birthday. 99 in the reverse cipher. Come on, man. Golfer 99. Look at that. Even Netflix has 90 to go with that 99 birthday. Golfers also got 36 like Netflix. Oh, it's magic. And that Adam Sandler 99 birthday. You see, he's 58 years old. Damn. So we're probably around 30 minutes again. That's that's how it's going to be. That's just how it's going to be. But it is time to get out of here. So I appreciate being able to do this. Okay, this brings me great joy. Happy Gilmore became a cult comedy 29 years ago. Trump equals 29. 29 years later, Adam Sandler is swinging again. Until next time, peace.